I'm Eugene Lowe. Thank you so much for joining me here today on a Slice of Life Hour for your DIY motivation on 938 Live. And today we're talking about self-belief, how negative self-beliefs are created, negative self-belief versus ego that we'll chat about in just a while, and rediscovering and loving yourself again. My guest today is Carina Tien, who is the founder and master life coach of Embrace Yourself, providing life coaching services and personal development for women. Her specialty is guiding and supporting women through many transitions of their lives and enabling them to become the women they were truly meant to be. And Carina has herself lived, survived, and thrived through many transitions, and she has successfully coached herself as well in finding her life purpose and is now living her life with passion. And to share more on that with us, Carina, welcome back to the show. And in this part, tell us, we were talking about how negative self-beliefs are created earlier on. Environmental factors, of course, play a very big role. Parents as well. Not that we want to blame them for all our troubles, because after all, we are adults now. We can choose where we want to go. But yes, parenting issues very, very instrumental in a child's development as well, and other things as well. But tell us then, how negative self-belief exists versus the ego. Can you explain to us?
Yeah, first of all, don't blame your parents.
No.
What you are today is how they developed, so must be thankful to them actually.
Yeah, and parents are also human beings, what?
Back to the ego thing. Ego is usually termed as a little devil in us. Okay, this little devil usually want to empower you. They just don't like you to feel good. So when you feel good, you feel powerful, you feel very positive, they will be there to go into your heart and tell you that, hey, you're no good. For example, you are one fine day you want to do something and you have a lot of energy, you're very motivated to do. And this little devil called the ego will tell you, please don't do it. It's a waste of time. I don't think you can make it. Forget it. And if your inner power is not enough, not big enough to empower this devil, and you're going to lose the battle. So the ego will be empowering you.
So this ego is present in all of us?
All of us. Is whether you want to be bigger than it or let them grow bigger and bigger. So in order to make them disappear, become smaller and disappear, you must have faith. That's why we always say we must find faith in ourselves, with the universe or with the God. And with faith, ego hates faith. So when we have faith, we become very powerful. So the ego will be threatened. And then if you actually can continue to have your faith and then do what you feel that you are strong at, the ego will slowly become smaller and eventually vanish.
Okay, so this ego, or this little devil as you put it, does it have to do with instinct? Because it sounds like it comes from a place where it's self-preserving, maybe it's fearful of getting into danger, of risk, and that's why it keeps telling you, no, don't do this, don't do that, give in to pleasure, give in to negative feelings, that sort of thing.
It's a subconscious of us that we have. So devil, you want to let the devil become devil, he'll become a devil. So it's whether you want to make a devil an angel or not. So if let's say you are very strong in your faith and you know what you're doing and you're very positive, this ego cannot do any harm to you, even though you have a fear, for example. And just now earlier on I talked about behavior that will affect the thinking. Behavior is physiology. It's also how you put words to sound positive. That's why we have positive words. So let's say talk about fear. The ego will tell you you got the biggest fear in you is that you are insecure. You can actually change the word fear to concern. Let's say you change the word fear to concern, and they realize that the word is not that strong. Concern is very positive. Because when you fear, you will not do anything. You just worry and worry and worry. But if you're concerned, you will take action.
Right.
Okay. So when you take action, that's a positive thought and the positive words that you use to motivate yourself so that the ego will go away.
Right, okay. So, actually being aware that your ego is there doing all that damage is key, to getting rid of it. Right, because I think most people don't even realize. They tend to just kind of give in to all their natural reaction, thinking, okay, that's just how it is, that's how I am. So the first step is really to recognize that it's there and having faith, to overcome it. So share with us how we can rediscover and love ourselves again and embrace ourselves.
First of all, you got to know yourself. You got to rediscover yourself, not what people tell you you are. You tell yourself who you are and what you want to be and what you actually want. And then after that, you will identify your strength. Everybody will have strength and weaknesses. The issue is we always focus on the weakness instead of strength. We always focus on the negative. We always focus on the failure. So you have to refocus to the positive of your side, the strength. You must always focus on winning rather than failing. So once you discover your strength and you know what you want, you will be able to set a goal to achieve what you want. And because it's your passion that you like to do, you will have the kind of behavior, very positive attitude and behavior to really guide you along to achieve your goals. So you have to be very, very certain what you want, what you are and what you want.
That's the most crucial thing, isn't it? I mean, having that very strong, unwavering conviction in yourself, that's the thing that most people find so difficult to do, right? So how do you remain resilient? How do you continue to have faith with in yourself despite, all the nonsense that's happening around you?
Again, focus. You just don't listen to the negative. If let's say you have a group of friends who are very negative and you try to motivate them and inspire them, and you know that they are so negative that they will even influence you to be negative, just leave them alone. Keep yourself motivated with a group of people with the same kind of energy as you, rather than opposite. Yeah.
All right. So really keeping your focus, on your goals and what you want, what you need, and not letting other things distract you.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
And also, like you mentioned, really, it's your surroundings and your environment. Surround yourself with people who vibrate to the same frequency as you.
Correct.
Feed yourself things that are nourishing as well for your spirit. Things like, anything at all, books or music or movies, things like that. Feed positive input.
Right. This is called self-motivation. Yes.
And one of the best inputs that you have discovered that we can use to nourish our spirit and ourselves as well is this book that you're going to share with us, your soul or slice of life contribution for today, Carina.
Oh yes, the book I'm going to share with you is by this spiritual teacher, also author. His name is Akatoli, and the title of the book is A New Earth Awakening to Your Life Purpose. So in this book, the author actually illustrates how our attachment to the ego or the negative self-belief creates the dysfunction that leads to a lot of anger, jealousy, and unhappiness. And the book also shows us how we can awaken to a new state of consciousness and to follow the path that we truly want in existence. So this is a very good book that I would like to recommend it. And there's also a quote from the book that I would like to share by the author. It says, "Nothing ever happened in the past that can prevent you from being present now. And if the past can't prevent you from being present now, what power does it have?" So past is past. There are many past, good past and negative past. So you just focus on the positive past.
Yeah. Again, stop blaming your parents.
Love them.
Stop blaming your past experience. It's history. So we do have the power to move on from here, and that is the most powerful and profound thing we have to realize.
Yes, you have the choice.
Well.
You choose the right one.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Carina, for coming in today.
Thank you.
And sharing your insights with us. I'm Eugene Loh. Thank you so much for joining me today on a Slice of Life Hour 938 Live.